you know, the live stream page says I'm live, but I'm not actually getting anything.
On my end, it says I'm still waiting for James Craig.
Maybe we can time this. We can actually find out just how many seconds it is.
There it goes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Pat. Had a terrible evening. And so I'm going to take a moment here, as hopefully people start joining, because we're now at 3 watching.
I'm gonna have to mute the YouTube thing because...
Yeah, you By the way, hi everyone. I'm James Craig. I'm a sci-fi author. You can buy my books. That'd be great. But I have a guest on. He was in the chat last week. This is Author's Play. You can find the link to his Twitch channel in the description. He does what I'm doing right now. Plays video games. What games are you playing right now? You still doing Project Zomboid?
No, that project has more or less fallen apart. The load time, I don't know why it doesn't want to play nice with my computer. It's theoretically a resource non-intensive game, but I've got like 2 things left to do with it, and then I'm just going to bid my farewells. I'm still kind of actually figuring out what I should play next. You got a suggestion for me, James? Maybe I should follow in your footsteps and play Castlevania.
There is a save function. What the? What are the controls to this game?
Obscure, apparently.
Okay. Why can't I select password?
I'm guessing.
So anyways, me and you were talking about Dragon Quest, but I went looking for Dragon Quest, and you can't get it on Steam.
I could swear up and down that one of the Dragon Quests was absolutely available on Steam. The most recent one, the one with Jade.
Oh yeah, the recent ones are there.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, this is way more complicated than the previous Castlevania. What is going on?
You start in a town. Go ahead, talk to the townspeople.
I have to find 13 clues?
Are you not familiar with the plot of Simon's Quest?
No, not at all.
Well, you should have watched the intro. The Simon's Quest boils down to, after you killed Dracula, he put a curse on you.
And I just died because this has different controls than Castlevania 1. That's great.
How did you die? I'm 30 seconds behind you.
I got stun locked by the first 2 enemies.
Nice! That might be a record.
Oh my god. Am I in the wrong area right now?
Well, at least you killed the werewolves this time. Anyway,
Dude, no! Oh my god, how much health do these things have? There's something wrong with the controls here.
You might want to take a moment and configure them then, if you're having that much trouble. Anyway, the plot of Simon's Quest... Yep, there we go. The plot of Simon's Quest is basically... hey, you remember how you killed Dracula last game? Theoretically. In theory, you made it all the way to the end boss and killed him. Well, when you did that, Dracula put a curse on you, so that you will die at the when the time limit runs out. And the only way to avoid that is to find the pieces of Dracula that the townsfolk basically butchered and hid all over the place, put him back together, resurrect him, fight him again before he can cast another curse, and this time, for sure, he'll be dead. I mean, you know, it's the second time you've killed him. There's no way he's going to resurrect himself like a 3rd time, a 4th time, a 5th time, a 6th time, 7th, 8th, 9th. You know,
oh, hey, John A. Douglas is in the chat.
Oh, shit, so he is.
Hello, John. Hello, Tony, Deckard, John again. Yeah, apparently they're save states. Uh, no, so, like, I do actually just suck at combat, but when you saw me stuck on the continue screen, no button would let me press continue.
Oh, there's the
Absolutely
prologue
bizarre.
right there. You must read.
Like, I don't actually know. I don't know what button just made it accept the game start right there. I jammed every button at once.
Maybe that's the secret to beating this game, is just to jam the buttons randomly. Maybe the secret is just to pray that your fingers hit the right combination.
I mean, like, I'm willing to give it a try. I've actually never played Zelda 2. I've just seen the speedruns of it.
I have not played Zelda 2, but I have listened to a game rap based on it that was pretty nice. Same thing with this game, actually.
Now that I know there are save states, I can actually play through this.
I tease you about having to use save states, but it's friggin' Simon's Quest, so you get a free pass on this one.
I mean, it's just like Castlevania 1 is more like I don't have that many hours consecutively to beat it. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to go this way, considering these guys die in a lot less hits.
I want you to consider the fact that the townsfolk will sell you gear if you give them hearts. Like, they're not accepting
Like, I got
coins.
furries, okay?
That's the thing. They're not going to take gold coins, dollar bills, credit cards. They want you to go out and murder a bunch of monsters and bring back their hearts to them in a sack. They want 50 of these
That's the adventurer's
hearts.
way, man.
You know, I have never actually played in a campaign where the currency is just body parts. Like, I'm sure you could make some sort of Wonko Monster Hunter type game with that.
I am upset there. Oh my god, this is way more advanced. They can do diagonal shots now. Okay, so I think I can manage this as it's throwing me into freaking cutscenes. What do you got to show? Did you finish saying about your Project Zomboid issues?
Basically, I dramatically underestimated what people wanted to see in that game, so I'm U-turning. I was going to ask you if you had an idea of
all right.
what else to play.
I mean, you gotta go for a narrative game, right? Because you're going to be publishing, and you can. Okay, start button works. Oh, as I'm sitting here, messing around.
You know,
guys, all right. Have you ever played Disco Elysium?
No, but I do own it.
Dude, am I actually just terrible right now? Oh my god.
You'd think that Simon Belmont would have taken, like, in the 1 year absence where Dracula's been dead, you'd think he would have taken the time to learn how to swim, considering the amounts of times he's also died in the basement of the castle to the
Well,
Gilman.
maybe in the
same
official canon, he never fell in the water, and it's just me being bad.
Deckard says Reddit gold won't work on the townspeople. Yeah,
I need to introduce them to thoughts first, I guess, and then they'll understand. Dude, did you see that TikTok NPC thing going on?
No, tell me about it.
Relatively attractive women are pretending to be video game NPCs that take inputs from, like, expensive emojis only. And they're making, like, $6,000 a day doing it.
Shit, maybe I'll just stream that. Not being an attractive woman, but...
Yeah, that's just a slight problem.
Anyone want to see a fat nerd? Nah.
I mean, just
Sadly,
VTube,
even
man.
I have more dignity than that.
Yeah, VTube.
Ooh. Actually, put that in the desperation stream. Like, do a Castlevania version. The only fans of Sypha Belnades. You'll meet her next game. She's a cool lady. She's a nun that casts magic. I suppose you'd also know a completely inaccurate version of her from the Castlevania anime.
I don't know anything about the plot realistically, except that Dracula is actually cool.
For the anime or the series?
Series. Dude, they did Dracula dirty in the Netflix. Or more accurately, they killed him off when they really shouldn't have. Know what I mean?
Explain.
Well, they killed him off like halfway through season 2. So they could introduce like the gaggle of lesbians.
Oh, right, that. No, I thought, I'm pretty sure he was killed at the end of season 2. And, like, no one was sure. Well, the way I read it, it was that, like, they weren't sure if they were going to get another season, so they wrapped up the Dracula thing, and then season 3 was basically, hey, let's use our original characters to make something totally cool and original.
They literally just were putting their fetishes into the series. Which, I mean, like... I just got yeeted out of the realm. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. When you go into a town at night, this happens. I should have told you.
Ooh, there's actually a day-night cycle in this... A day-night cycle that did nothing.
Oh, no, you're not in town. You're in a crypt. I'm just... got confused from... Yeah, there's like a... this is the game where what a horrible night to have a curse. Yeah, see? The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Which changes nothing because you are in a cave.
Okay, so that's how that works, because I'm in darkness, the monsters remain?
Pretty much.
I guess
because you're in darkness.
Darkness! Imprisoning me!
All that you've seen. Probably don't want to swim in that blood there, Chief. Although I'm surprised, I mean, you didn't die.
I actually, the reason I was standing there is because I assumed I instantly died and I was waiting for it to respawn.
I wonder, what does it say about Simon Belmont that he can swim longer in a lake of blood than just, you know, on a regular old lake?
I mean, the blood was only ankle deep, okay?
Maybe the blood was
the
life
kiddie
the
pool
entire
of
time. The kiddie pool of death.
You really go for a sprint button, though. I don't think they had sprint buttons in.
I just have this mental image of Dracula taking a wee toddler Alucard with swimmy wings and putting him in a kiddie pool filled with blood.
I mean, that's playing with your food. That doesn't check out, man.
So what else are the vampires gonna swim in?
I don't think they do. I don't think they can swim. Maybe that's the conspiracy.
You thought the Medusa heads were bad.
I mean, I can actually, like, kill these things, and I guess I'm farming infinite Reddit gold.
You're farming likes.
Yeah. God, is this how women feel on dating apps?
Jeez.
I think I need to actually just, like, sprint this shit. Or not. Oh my god. Oh my
Have
god.
you tried...
I am so slow.
Feel like overlay the game's music with just Vivo's Whip It on loop.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need this channel. I can get copyright strikes. By the way, y'all should hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am only 17 subscribers away from 200, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, smash that
respectable growth rate.
Smash that like button, like and subscribe. Buy the merch. Unironically, buy the merch, because the merch is books and they're pretty good.
Thank you. When are you gonna have your merch out?
Final draft on the first book is done. I'm going to be sending it out to agents one last time, and then I will probably do as you have done and bite the self-publishing bullet.
I really don't know what the point of traditional publishing is. They don't market you.
I want everyone to tell me that I'm cool. And I've selected the single worst way to go about that. A skateboard and a hat is way cheaper.
Yeah. You still have time to reconsider.
I know, but I figure the way I figure is like this. If an agent selects it, I get a huge feather in my cap. And I have the potential to work with people who've been in there for years and improve basically every aspect of my authorship. And yeah, I might not make as much money at first, maybe, but if it takes off, if I pay attention, then who knows? Maybe it'll explode. But I think it's basically worth giving a shot. I'll put it like that. It's worth giving a shot. Also, after looking at Amazon's publishing thing, I'll say this. The number of self-published people with very few books seems to outnumber the amount of published people with at least a modest sales following. But I don't know. That's based off of very unscientific research. It might just be spite at this point. It might just be part of my brain going, I said I was going to do the thing, so now I'm going to do the thing. Or stubbornness, not spite.
Yeah, that sounds more like stubbornness. You do have to reconsider, like, is this a good idea? Like, was I sold a lie? So I think traditional publishing is no longer an actual thing. Like, you can find traditionally published authors now that are like, my publisher is telling me that I need to work on TikTok 60 hours a week.
Yeah, I have heard of that. I guess at this juncture, I don't know, maybe it might even be sunken cost fallacy. But I want to give it one more go.
I'll go do it. What are you reading right now, by the way? Dude, I hate that the enemies can phase through blocks that I can't.
I know there's a ghost joke in there somewhere, but I can't think of it.
So I'm just going to assume I lose all of my Reddit gold if I die.
I wonder, can you check that? Can you, like, bring up a menu or something? Is there, like, a counter? Because I know you can switch items.
I don't have items.
Well, not yet. You can buy them with your hearts, remember? That's the entire point of getting...
I believe I just lost all of my hearts.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there a way to check? Oof. Oof.
So, I just went on a gigantic loop without actually finding anything. This might actually be some trouble.
You know what kind of makes me laugh in despair watching this?
My skill?
I wasn't gonna say that, but no, there was a Flash game that got really popular for a while, and I forgot what it's called, but the premise of it is that someone took the original Mario Brothers for NES and hacked it so that you could just put in the protagonists from a bunch of other NES games, including Simon Belmont, and one of his special powers, because they all get special powers. One of his special powers was double jump. And man, oh, hey, Wrangler.
Hey, Wrangler.
Double jump would probably be your saving grace here. But I have not seen it in Castlevania 1 or 2, so I'm wondering where the hell they got it from.
Is the salesman?
Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros.
I seem to not have any money. Oh, wait a minute.
Welcome to my
Wrangler
world.
is a big... Wrangler is a Metroidvania guy. He might actually know what's going on in this game.
Say yes and see what happens. Okay, or not.
Dude, I really need to upgrade the Thorn Whip. Like, this is not okay over here. They do way too much damage way too fast.
I'm here 30 seconds in the past laughing at you throwing yourself to your death after not being able to afford the Thorn Whip.
I don't know why I still have a problem of mixing up the attack and the jump buttons.
Oh, did you play a game where the two were different? Just skipping on top of the werewolves' heads. And right back into the water.
By the way, you didn't answer. What is your current read? The perennial question I have on this channel. Oh my god, this furry is just jumping on me.
Well, you keep asking me that question,
Yeah.
and then you keep saying stuff like, oh, this furry's jumping on me. It's like... one kind of overrides the other in the response queue.
I mean, I'm not going to discriminate if you tell me you're reading furry erotica.
Well, I am not, thankfully. I'm reading The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington. It was recommended to me by a friend.
Yeah,
Apparently
he
he
has
is
the friends' recommendations.
Well, yeah, but he also lent me the book, so free book.
Well, you know the library... Dude, I just got fucking sniped.
There's a skeleton with a sniper rifle. Actually, there's a thought for you. Undead would make, assuming their manual dexterity is untouched, would make pretty good snipers because they don't gotta breathe. Wrangler says, I do know you were forced to look up some hints on this one due to mistranslations between Japanese and English. The clues are impossible to decipher. This is Simon's Quest, right? Yes, it is.
This is James's struggle. But yes, Siren Squad.
Jesus! It's a good thing you didn't do a drinking game or something. You'd be like plastered to the wall right now.
So, I feel stupid with this game, but, you know, this is just old game design where they expect you to figure it out.
Oh god, and here comes the night again. I talked big shit for completing the original Ninja Gaiden trilogy, but this game looks significantly more brutal.
Well, the instant death if you get knocked into water is pretty rough.
Well, that's the thing. That's also a feature of Ninja Gaiden, but Ninja Gaiden, whatever. But I don't remember it being this bad. Like, the foe that's infamous in that game is the friggin' birds. Like, there are memes of like ninjas seeing birds and running away that are based off of. Oof.
I mean, the birds in this game are also pretty bad. Because,
I mean,
Simon here has blind spots and where he can hit. Okay, so there's nothing I can do in this room, right? Am I crazy?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check something for you.
I've been Wrangler. I really should be talking to the chat.
Well, unless I'm being censored, they're not saying much right now. Wrangler has the last word.
Personally, I'm back to reading Carl Jung's Man and His Symbols, and it's really not as good as I was hoping it. And by good, I mean, like, useful. There's just some stuff about, like, if you're doing dream symbolism, you gotta focus on the psyche, the shadow, and the anima. Which might be interesting if I start analyzing other fiction and going, was this a Jungian metaphor here? And I think the answer will often be yes.
Are you going to do a video on that book?
When I finish it. I've been jumping into other books every chapter because it's not a super satisfying book to just through.
Understandable. There's a YouTuber called Max Darrett that speaks a shit ton about video games and Carl Jung, so I might shoot a message or two to that community if you put that video up, see if any of them might be interested.
Dude, I fucking banged my head.
Really, Rain?
Yeah, regular's an old school gamer.
No, I mean, really, that Ninja Gaiden was more difficult, because this looks painful. Have you tried accessing the menu?
Which menu?
Well, I actually found someone scanned the original...
I do have a menu, and I only have 40 hearts.
Yeah. And it'll tell you your time, your experience rating, which I'm not sure what the hell that does, the type of whip you got, the parts of Dracula's corpse you've collected, what items you have. Apparently you can get medicinal herbs to heal yourself. Number of hearts. These hearts increase your experience rating and the number of times a weapon or magical item can be used. Hearts are also used as money to buy weapons and magical items.
Yeah, I have to get the Thorn Whip. Which means I think I'm literally just, like, grinding for a moment here to get 100 hearts, because I don't know what else I can do. There's no shot of me fighting the werewolves without the upgraded damage.
Oh, let me read this and let me see what wisdom I can impart from you from Scanner's past.
You better be looking at, like, an ASCII art game fat from the 90s. If you're not, then I don't trust it.
It's not an ASCII art, it's like a scan of the book. I remember it. It's accurate. The one time I looked at it in real life. Yeah, when it's daytime in the towns, you can move around, and when the sun goes down, all the monsters come out. You can apparently, if you go to the church, a holy man will heal you. So I guess free healing back in town. If you find the ferryman, he can take you to where you go after the body parts. The forest is for grinding.
God.
And apparently there are 5 mansions located throughout the Transylvanian countryside. Within each is a heavily guarded piece of the Count's corpse, and you're looking for the nail. The nail is the symbol of evil power. The eyeball, when it comes to the most frightening piece, the eyeballs have it. Why don't I just post the damn thing? Chat can,
Dude, this bridge is going to be the death of me. Oh my god. I just continued and lost all of my hearts.
So you... Oh! Ooh! Ee! Yeah, that's, Are you remembering to make use of your save states if you're going to be grinding?
No, I'm going to use save state so I can return to this on another night. I'm not going to, like, actually cheat. I'm just going to accept the fact that I am an adult with a job and such and responsibilities, and I can't just sit on a game for an entire night again.
You live in America. You can do whatever you like.
I can also stay up till midnight reading a manhwa that had a lot going for it, but also a lot of disappointment. Actually, I've been getting recommended YouTube shorts of, like, Korean manhwa. And the Korean manhwa scene is actually, like, incredible. Rib can shield you from evil. All that. Goofy.
It's because the rib bone will make the ordinary hero feel like a spineless coward. I think it ups your damage reduction or something. Apparently, you need to find the oak stake to start collecting body parts.
Oh, that's why I couldn't go in. The first time I was here in the sub-town was night. Oh, this explains a lot. Okay, I'm understanding how this works now. This is like Minecraft logic, or Minecraft logic is Castlevania logic. That if it's night, the zombies are out and you can't do anything.
You can do nothing.
I really need the upgraded damage. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back here during the daytime and I can actually do something. I really don't like these eyeballs. I'm not doing this.
They only have eyes for you.
But yeah, so it's a native isekai. It's a returner isekai. You're familiar with those tropes, right? For the record, the title is something like Revenge of the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound or something goofy like that.
Sounds like a stand-up guy.
Oh, well, the annoying thing is, it's a revenge regressor, right? He got killed in his life, and he swore that he would have revenge on this guy, and then he wakes up at his birth and gets a do-over, right?
Right.
I'm sure you've encountered that kind of story before.
Yeah.
The problem... the problem is that the guy that betrays him, there's no explanation of realistically, like, why he did that. Which should be a mystery plot. But instead, because it's his father, in his second life, when he's just, like, actually, like, powerful and useful, his father just appreciates and uses him. And the mystery plot, I'm 34 chapters in, has gone absolutely nowhere, and is just getting sidetracked with, like, half-dressed brown elves.
I mean, in fairness, if you saw a bunch of half-dressed brown elves...
What do you think I saw in the YouTube short that made me go look it up?
Case in point! Also, Deckard says, boot up an SNES emulator and check out Hagain, The Final Conflict. Pretty sweet game, he says.
Oh!
I mean, maybe he betrayed him out of just, boredom. It's a lazy Sunday night, nothing much to do. It's like, where's my son? I'm gonna betray him. That'll teach him what for.
I didn't think I was back at the bridge, man.
Woohoo! Last minute dodge with that spitball there.
I'm back to zero.
Oh, about those Dragon Quest games! Oh!
Are you familiar with Clownfish TV, by the way?
Yes, I'm familiar with them. I haven't watched them in a bit, though.
So he was on Twitter talking about how if you're trying to be a creative, trying to make a living at it, you have to write for the audience.
Yeah. It's
God, this diagonal jump is so jank.
You have to write for the audience. Talk to the audience.
I hate people who say that because they didn't do that when they got started.
Well, I mean, that doesn't make the advice bad. I mean,
Yes,
it could be very well. No,
You
it
don't
could
know what the audience wants until you have contact with the audience.
Yes, that might be the way to read it. It's just that, like, once you have an audience, know what they expect and play to that.
That is
rather
not what
than
you're saying.
Well, all right then. I'm just saying it's
You are
like
giving way too charitable an interpretation.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but giving people lots of charity is kind of my thing. I take benefit of the doubt and extend it to heights unknown to man.
So let's take Eric July as a very, very obvious example.
Okay.
He did not get a $3 million Kickstarter until okay, that doesn't work. Until 15 years of in the trenches building an audience. 15 years of doing questionable content. And now he has something all right.
Jeff Shocks did questionable content.
I don't know. Sorry, that's
there's a
lost on me.
there's a pretty bad webcomic called Questionable Content, but it is very popular. And I'll stand by that. I don't think it's very good. Sorry, Jeff. You're probably a perfectly alright guy. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. What I'd like to know is, like, the very, very start. Like, I don't know, maybe I should just pay more attention to what you're doing. You got 183 subscribers after, like, what, a month? 2 months?
I mean, I
Something
basically
like that?
got there after 1 month, and I spent the next month stalled.
Yeah.
Guys, tell your friends, drop like, subscribe, leave a comment on this video. Tell the algorithm it's really good as I sit here drinking whiskey to soothe my sorrow of being bad at NES games.
I mean, in fairness, if you had to pick a skill to be bad at, NES games are probably the least harmful to you. Deckard says, problem is, do audiences even know what they want? And the answer to that is not always. I'll say it like this. Audiences often have an idea of what they want, and they have a pretty good idea of what they don't want. But if you're smart and creative, you can come up with something that they didn't know they wanted.
Alright, so how much time do you spend on Twitter? Are you chronically on Twitter like I am?
I am almost never on Twitter, which everyone tells me needs to change, but good lord,
You have to do something,
I don't want
man.
to.
Well, you don't stream on Twitch enough. But
I don't do
there's
anything.
a guy that had some controversy a couple weeks ago at this point called, like, Draw and Talk. He got canceled over something. I don't keep up on cancellations. But he went on to brag about how successful his series was, that it's explicitly just gender-bent Mario and Luigi. He just, like, it's obviously Mario and Luigi, except gender-bent, with big titties. And it's
Well,
like,
hang
yeah,
on
look
for a
how
minute.
successful this is.
I'm confused. What the hell is he making?
A comic
video
series.
game? So he's making a comic series about a video game with the genders bent.
Yes. And it's, like, very, like, he is fully aware of the fact that people gave it a try, or backing it to give it a try, because of Booba. And it's just yeah, you gotta do what audiences want, man. Come on,
Well,
man.
I mean, sex does sell. It's just how you package it. Because, like, if you go outright pornographic, it's just straight up not going to be allowed. But if you're what the kids are calling today safe horny, then all metrics indicate success. I mean, just look at what they did with Lady D, for
I
God's
just want
sakes.
to point out that as soon as we started talking about Booba, people started tuning in. Hello,
Hey,
newcomers. You came for the
Yeah.
Booba talk?
Did you what bigger indication do you need that I'm correct on this, at least? Only 30 hearts to go, and you can have a bet, and your whip will get longer.
I need, my whip needs more girth. I can't whip the wolves without more girth.
Vampire hunters, is your whip going soft too soon? Is it a little too short? Come on down to Transylvania. Bring 100 hearts with you.
You haven't done. God, I'm gonna die. You've never done a Kickstarter, but does Kickstarter have like a rule against lewd content?
Yes.
Does Indiegogo?
I should say it does have rules against Kickstarter, but there are ways. I mean, Kickstarter has rules against lewds. I know there are ways around them. I don't know what they are because I do not do lewds, so I'd never bothered to research it. But I know enough that horny people found ways to make horny things through Kickstarter, and as far as I can tell, it's a matter of Kickstarter bothering to fucking check. Wrangler says Simon needs a cattle prod. Now that's Deus Ex, another game that Craig should play. You really should play Deus Ex.
I should play like all the major Cyberpunk games. I think I own all of them. I should just play them, but I'm currently playing Castlevania.
Right.
Because I do plan to write Dracula Kills the Aztec Empire.
Yeah, you were talking about that last time. Vampires versus child murderers.
Yeah, it'll be great. But actually, that's kind of what was bringing that up, because what I'm thinking would be a good idea is if I write the first book in that series, and then do some due diligence with pre-orders. And when it comes out, start a Kickstarter for crowdfunding a comic tie-in. So the book is going to be the paladin that kills the vampire. But the comic will be how Dracula... God damn it, I swear if I have to continue. Mother...
If it makes you feel any better, Dracula's probably saying the same thing in canon Castlevania. Like, every time Simon kills him, he's like, God damn it, if I have to continue, all my body parts are set to 0 again.
Dude, this fucking bridge. Oh my god.
They literally call it the Bridge of Die in the manual.
I'm once again at 0 hearts. Okay, so anyways, release the book and same day start a Kickstarter for the comic tie-in. Because I think that kind of gives, I think that it kind of has an impressive feeling to it, you know? And it also says that, like, this project is not vaporware. Like, I'm clearly committed to finishing it. Because, look, here's an entire novel that will get you into the world and the characters and the premise and so on.
Though I think, like, the comic will shunt more people to the novel, and the novel
also
will shunt more people to the comic.
I view it as, like, a synergy strategy.
One might even say fearful symmetry. I know you said synergy, but it's still symmetry, too. Deckard says, this game was considered the worst in the series for a good long while, and Wrangler says, pitfalls are the bane of my existence in these games. Pardon my brief transformation. I am, in fact, a were-porky pig.
Alright, so one problem, though, is when people want a comic about, you know, a man just being completely broken by the evil of the Aztecs and going on like a massive killing spree as a vampire.
If you pitch it something like as a revenge story, something that will appeal to like Berserk fans, I can see you getting some people for it. I think honestly, a lot is going to come down to the art. You're going to have to find a good artist.
I would have to get a good artist.
Just remember that a rib can shield you from evil. He just throw a knife at his head. Thanks a lot, bro. Going to the church. Yeah, there you go. Talk to the holy man.
Chat, what do you think? Would you back a comic about the antagonist's backstory?
Is there a map you can bring up? They keep saying these names, but how the hell do you know?
I'm going to assume that a map is something I have to buy.
You know what? Let me see if I can find something in the manual for you. Deckard says it sounds like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat versus the Aztecs, which he's down for. And Wrangler says this has some of the his favorite music in the series.
I mean, the music is dope. I haven't really muted, so I can hear you.
Give me 1 second. Oh God, I don't sound like that, do I? Oh, what a horrible way to find out.
What a horrible night to have a curse.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, I actually would agree. The music is pretty nice. Actually, two dudes called Dwayne and Brando made a bunch of covers of old NES music. They did a pretty good one for Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. Though they did, the third one is actually just Dwayne because Brando took all the money and ran off with it, which is how such things seem to go. Alright. Controller, blah, 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 blah.
So Deckard, one thing to consider is that the main character of the novels is going to be like a paladin of the sun that beats the crap out of the vampire. So, like, one problem is, like, I'm just going to say, the vampire dies, and then I'm asking people to buy a comic. Ooh, I do not like the look of this. Knowing that he's going to bite it. You know?
Well, I mean, there have been people that have... There have been stories where you know the character dies, and you read it anyway, because, you know, the journey is the important thing.
I'll have to pitch it as almost as like a tragedy or something. I mean, like, I probably could, because the thing... Oh my god. Oh.
The eyes have it. Run.
Pretty much.
Run!
What was I saying? I can write it as, like, he was a reasonable guy that, was just... you know, broken by evil, and then became turned to it himself.
Hey, Deckard says, of course he's gonna bite it. He's a vampire. To which I only have to say, ayo, ayo. For sure, you've got to be missing something about how this gameplay loop is supposed to go.
It's supposed to go back to fucking town without dying on the bridge. I think it's literally that simple, man.
See you try and play a Toho game. Just to see how hard you will cry.
I have never
how
played
loud
a
you will
Toho
scream.
game.
Neither have I, but I watched someone attempt it. It was a thing to behold.
I mean, it's a bullet hell game, right? Like, those are actually fun. Whenever I play, like, whenever like another game has a bullet hell in it, it's a lot of fun. Like Nier Automata.
Right. I gotta play that game too. I had that installed, but I don't want to play it until I get at least 50 people. Because I figure that's something I should probably get an audience for. Yeah,
I don't know, Nier Automata is pretty over.
Really? Don't spoil anything, but really,
I mean, it's my favorite game ever, but like I don't think it's going to really catapult your channel.
Well, no, but yeah, it's my most favorite game of all time, but the load times are pretty bad. 3 stars.
Don't get me started on bad ratings.
Yeah, apparently the more monsters you kill, the more damage you do. And it says just like your experience rating goes up, which makes the game easier. It does not... Alright, you know what?
Oh
I'm going to do this official... I'm going to do precisely what you said I should have done like an hour ago and look for an old game fax. It is quite a thing that GameFAQs is still kicking after so long. I would feel immensely sad if the site ever went down. It's like an internet institution.
Well, what
Look at
was
this
that game journalist site? It was like, I don't think it was BuzzFeed. Like Kotaku maybe. They revealed that like 90% of their ad revenue came from. Okay, I'm at 108. I can get the whip. Like 90% of their ad revenue came from people looking up walkthroughs.
I would not be surprised. I mean, maybe you're thinking of GameSpot because GameSpot hosts GameFAQs and everyone goes to GameFAQs like I am going through right now. All right, blah 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Good lord, that's a big walkthrough. It does not have a table of contents, and it's all HTML coded. That annoys me. I just want...
And quick save.
Okay. Controls, up, down. Okay, you know that. Select button, pause. You know that. A run jump. Apparently, if you press B and A at the same time, you can do a jump and lash at the same time. And up and B throws your special weapon, which you ain't got yet. But you ain't got yet?
I gotta find the church. I think the church is at the top of town.
You have to find Jesus, Craig. Only he can heal your broken 108 hearts.
I am down to like 10 hearts right now.
Your broken 10 hearts. Okay, night falls every time.
Going back to the Kickstarter idea, the thing is that I would want to do posters of like the girls, and then do like a regular poster, and then like a pin-up version of the same character.
Well, I mean, a solid marketing strategy would probably be to like get your girl posters, just post them randomly in places as to drum up interest. Because I've seen. In certain places, there is no surer way to get someone to ask what game than to post an intriguing screenshot or picture.
I mean, that's how AR-13L Merkmaid basically got known, was redheaded fish boot.
I know those individual words, but the sentence you just said made no sense to me.
Okay, hey, chat, can someone help me out? And can someone get a link to AR-13L Merkmaid for me, please? Come on, support the Iron Age. You guys can help out.
Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. As you pick up hearts from dead enemies, you gain experience as well as hearts. Oh, okay, so... In general, you gain a level per mansion you visit, giving you much-needed health and defense. So, experience does actually increase your health and the amount of defense that you have, meaning monster search.
What the fuck is this fucking dungeon? They have fucking invulnerability frames, man. This is fucking horse shit. They can attack while fucking invincible.
Like how you just tried to do the Mario jump on them. Good lord, that is quite a party.
So the short version of AR-13L is The Little Mermaid, the original myth, is public domain, and Disney is defiling it. So a meme got out of hand with what if she had guns and was hot. So they crowdfunded a comic about her killing a bunch of cocaine smugglers that are selling Snow White cocaine.
So, edgy Grimm's... Why am I saying edgy Grimm's Fairy Tales? The actual Grimm's Fairy Tales are edgy as crap. I don't know why I'm censoring myself. We're on an 18+ stream. Angry Video James. He's gonna take you back to the past. Read some books that suck ass.
Hit him?
I mean, you'll notice you're killing them easier now, so your grinding is slowly paying off. It's just that it doesn't matter if you fall into the pit. The pit swallows everything, James.
Why can't I just throw Dracula into a pit?
I mean, I want to say that actually happens in one of the games.
So, Wrangler, what I can say is that here in the studio, I actually don't see that you posted a link. Which means I don't think it came through. Wrangler, are you in my Gilded? If you're in my Gilded, just post it there. Author's Play is in the Gilded. He can see it there.
I can see everything. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Game does not do because blah, 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 blah. You're not gonna like what I just found out if you want a hint.
I do want hints.
Don't buy the Thorn Whip.
What?
The Chain Whip is apparently not that far beyond it, and it is significantly better.
Okay, so it is... That's just for, like, efficiency. Clearly, I am in this for the long haul of suffering. How did I miss that jump?
If you see down there, blah, 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 blah.
The Wrangler, the link to my Gilded for the book club is in the description.
Oh wow. Do you want to have a guess at how many hearts you need to buy everything you need in the town?
1,000.
Oh, actually, no, not close to that.
250.
Very close. 200. You're gonna need to buy the white crystal. You can buy the Thorn Whip. And... you actually don't need to buy the Holy Water. So, there you go. It says, whatever you do, don't head left first, because that area is too much right now.
Yeah, no shit. Oh my god, this is so much easier. The Thorn Whip one-hit KOs the guys. Holy crap, this is better.
The sigh of relief.
That's a dead end.
Oh, apparently there's something you need in this right area here. Maybe you need to go far right, James. Have you gone far right yet?
I can now that I'm upgraded. Although I'm going to try and heal first.
Okay, ba-da-ba-da-da. Here's a little tip.
Yeah.
Even though the monsters get stronger, at night they drop twice as many hearts.
That explains a few things.
So this game has just directly contradicted itself, because about 2 paragraphs ago it said don't bother buying the holy water, and then now it's saying do buy the holy water, it breaks the game later.
Well, I have to survive the bridge. Alright, so I might need to use a site called Fund My Comic, which I'm going to assume Luke is not in a position to ban me for having cheesecake pinup posters. And I do want to be that guy.
You're not going to get banned for cheesecake. If you cross over into 18 plus only, you might be on shaky ground, but no. Kickstarter has cheesecake in it. At least it did when I last checked.
I mean, it might be a situation of selective enforcement. You always have to be worried about that.
What are you talking about? That never happens. He said, each word dripping with sarcasm.
I probably don't want to narrate bad writing, or people are going to think... Just saying.
Oh, yeah? I'll show you. I'll read the story intro in this official NES manual.
Ooh, go for it. Let's critique the official story.
The Second Coming of Count Dracula.
Blood.
You're Simon Belmont, bravest of the brave, boldest of the bold, a Gothic warrior respected by kings. You've earned your praise not by crushing Viking invaders or Turkish hordes, but by destroying the evil Count Dracula in a duel to the death at Castlevania. But your victory proved painful, as the wounds inflicted during the duel slowly gnawed at your soul. One day, though, a beautiful maiden appeared. With a soft voice, she warned that you were possessed by the Count's curse. She said your only hope of destroying the curse and healing your scars was to find the 5 body parts of Count Dracula and burn them in his castle, ending forever the reign of the Prince of Darkness. Suddenly, like most beautiful visions, she began to fade, and as you reached to touch her, she spoke her final words. Fear not, brave Simon, for if you have the courage to risk your life, you will find the strength to win again. That's
the only problem is I seem to be weaker in Castlevania 2 than Castlevania 1, and I hate when gameplay mechanics cause that.
Well, I mean, in fairness, it does have a story excuse in that you are suffering from soul rot. Woof! Deckard says, narrating bad writing. Didn't know there was a Star Shatter audiobook.
Please don't make that channel large. That'd be actually rather mean. Someone trying to write good stories. Black Knight is giving genuine effort. I just don't enjoy it at all.
Fine, I mean, different strokes for different folks. And to be frank, I can't say shit when I haven't published anything, so...
Yeah, he is clearly better than you.
Shut up. You shut the fuck up, Craig.
What kind of room is this?
Torture room. Your suffering must be more severe.
On the back.
Ooh! At least they know where you died. It's like, yeah, he died at the platform.
Yeah, but you reset to 0 hearts, which I'd be really upset about if I thought I was able to get back to it with my hearts.
You just step out onto death.
I know, man. What the hell was that? Like, that has to be, like, Clue evolution of the map or something.
I think, like, that's where you're probably supposed to get the ferryman, but I don't know, I don't know what's going on there. Apparently, hang on. It'd be nice if I knew where the hell you were.
Went right. You told me to go right.
Right, I know, but they keep referencing locations, and I have no idea where the hell they are, because there's no map. Did you find a second town?
That was pretty close, actually. I'm like way past the second town.
Alright, cool. So, blah, 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 Town of Eros, blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, did you get that white crystal?
No. I can go back shopping, but I found, an abandoned town of some sort.
Well, that might be one of the mansions. Basically, it says here you need to clear a path at Berkeley Mansion with the white crystal.
Rango, are you talking about an application? I'm just saying an application right now. Studios. Oh, that's weird. Very weird. I don't know what caused that. Garlic has special powers, yeah.
Well, apparently you need a white crystal, and that second town has the chain whip somewhere in it, which will cost 150 hearts.
I have 6.
Those are rookie numbers. We're gonna have to pump up those numbers.
What an actually good movie.
It is pretty good, but the endless quoting of it in almost every office I've ever worked at tends to wear at one's soul after a while.
Ooh. Oh, there's a crystal fetch quest, because there's RoboCop here. I will trade crystals. That's actually...
The dead river waits to be freed from the curse. Okay, there is no way in hell you found this place yet. Because, actually, no, maybe you did.
I'm going back for the chain whip. You told me that it's 150 hearts and it's in the second town. I'm going for it.
Yeah, it's, Alright, let me see here. Okay, so the town's gonna have, like, brown bricks with some purple shit on it. There's gonna be water pits, because of course there's water pits. And the chain whip is somewhere there. It says the trader has it.
Alright, so, I got a fantasy world building question for you, since you're a writer, gamer.
Shoot.
Suppose you have, Final Fantasy style JRPG mages and stuff, where they are quite competent in a fight, but they don't really change the world, except that they have healing magic, right?
Always kind of felt that was like a gameplay convenience stuff, because the amount of power they usually show in that stuff, even if it is limited to I generate giant lightning storms, you can find pretty big uses for that with some brain power. But go ahead.
So, imagine a world where it's broken up into different regions based on monuments, let's say. And you have to write your name on the monument in order to regenerate mana in that area.
I immediately think of Ultima 1.
Yeah, this is kind of like... That's kind of a JRPG thing where... Because you have to get into the area and explore it and conquer it a bit, and then you can start expanding safely into the area, you know?
I'm not sure if we're thinking of the same thing. In Ultima 1, there were... Alright, well, another thing to add to your retro list. Ultima 1, or was it Ultima 2? No, I'm pretty sure it was Ultima 1. They had monuments hidden, like just scattered across the world map, that if you found them, it just gave you a flat boost to your power. So, like, the way you would boost up certain stats would be to literally, like, make a global run from the monsters, touch the monument, and just try to survive while your stats go up. and then you'd make an honest attempt at the dungeons once you'd hit all the effectively free power boosts on the surface world, which amounted to like a survival gauntlet.
Similar.
Grant, that's not how the game was intended to be played, but that's how people ended up playing it.
Okay, so let's restrict it to it regenerates mana, because that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
How would you go to war if you can't regenerate mana in enemy territory and they can?
Mana batteries, maybe? Also,
But that's
Wrangler
expensive,
says...
is the problem. Like, it becomes very difficult to capture someone else's capital city, right?
Right. Wrangler says the name could be stricken from the monument. Could the name be stricken from the monument, resulting in a depowering effect? Like, could you have, like, commandos going around to these monuments, finding the names of enemy mages and just kind of chiseling them off?
I mean, sure, but what if there's guardians? So you're talking about, like, you have to start your war with a assassination squad?
Something like that.
And
I
just want to point out that this doesn't necessarily mean this is a problem, because when you have these kinds of settings, there's kind of global peace anyways. You kind of, like, there is kind of that question of why is one group of friends dealing with the Demon Lord instead of an army, right?
Prophecy. Laziness.
Well, so like Konosuba, like the absolute piss take of the isekai genre, the king's army is the one fighting the Demon Lord. It's just that the main characters keep getting into trouble and accidentally helping through like no intentional effort whatsoever.
Well, in Konosuba, it's not just the king's army, though. The adventurers are explicit in helping. Like, they're not the meat and potatoes, but they are helping. Like, that's the entire point of all those quests and stuff, where it's like, go take out the demon general and get this much gold bounty and shit, you know? It's kind of like the old Hero Quest game, where it's like, you're going on these important missions for the king while the armies duke it out in the background, but, you know, you do kind of have to have those missions done.
Dude, there are no traders in this second town. I don't understand.
That is where you're supposed to try talking to that guy, or that guy, or that guy, or that guy. That's the church. You're probably going to have to just talk to all the townspeople one by one until you find whichever one is the trader. Also, do you have enough hearts? It's 150.
I have 106.
I guess you can at least figure out where the hell he is. Future up. Do the Castlevania dance.
Maybe I should focus on the white crystal.
Yes, we've talked to Ribman several times.
It's easy to get to.
The Ribman. You look pale, my son. You must rest and laurels in your... What? Pfft, that's just a lie. Clues to Dracula's riddle in the town of Alba. Jessica Alba.
Dude, I've been thinking about that every time I've seen that.
Who can blame you for thinking of Jessica Alba, whose career crashed in flames after the 90s and early aughts? What the hell is she even doing nowadays?
What is any celebrity doing nowadays except
Adrenochrome?
We're literally watching our childhood heroes stop taking steroids and like collapsing.
You just watch Harrison Ford stagger out of a car and just mumble something about "my boy." Claw at a reporter ineffectually. It is a hell of a thing. Passage of time is a hell of a drug.
No!
Being 30 seconds in the past
What do you think happened?
I'm afraid to find out, but judging from the gasp, nothing good. I don't know, maybe you will make it. Maybe it's all a troll. You're almost to the bridge. Come on. Come on. No! So for future reference, this 30 seconds behind thing is actually...
Yeah, maybe I should go back to streaming to you directly as well.
Well, you know, these things you learn.
I just don't know why the encoder was getting...
Probably because Discord doesn't play nice with other programs. Honestly, that's the one thing that pisses me off. A lot of programs don't play nice with other programs.
Dude, it changed to night as soon as I got into town. I guess I'm farming. Oh, 150 hearts causes a level up. Interesting.
I wonder, I'm pretty sure that your level stays even if you spend the hearts, though, because according to this, experience is a separate metric. It's just that you gain experience when you get a heart. So selling hearts shouldn't... Oh,
maybe it counts the hearts of my equipment. Right?
Right, so like, if you had a set of magical cards, and you believed in them, then you would be believing in the heart of the cards.
Alright, we're gonna end the stream here, folks. Thank you for...
Arthur's play was never seen again on that stream. Or his house, for that matter. He just vanished.
This is obnoxious, actually, that I have to literally just wait for sunrise. Because I don't believe there's anything I can do until I can buy more stuff.
You can suffer. Yeah, like that! Right in the pit.
At least the zombies are worth hearts. Honestly, this is probably the best way to grind.
This town is full of giant pits.
Not at the top.
It's strange. No, let me finish. This town is filled with giant pits, bridges to nowhere, stairs that just kind of twist around themselves. It's enough to make me think that the city planner's from Michigan. Have you ever been to Kalamazoo?
Oh, did I forget to complain about what had me so tilted at the start of tonight?
Yes, you did.
Okay, story time for everyone listening in. I started the stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. Which means it's a late night stream. That's fine. Thank you for all being here. The catch is I plan to have dinner with my parents beforehand. Could be a problem. We had dinner reservations at 5:30. Now, not in my town. It was over near where they live, but that's not a problem because it was reservations at 5:30, and I just had to be home at 8. We get there. Oh, thank God it's morning again. My father said 3 times, "No, we don't need to order our entrees yet." 3 times. And then the waitress just went MIA. They literally never found the waitress again. It was we got our drinks at like 5:45, and we got appetizers at like 6:15, and at 7 o'clock, 1 hour till showtime, we had not been able to order our entrees yet. And my parents just saw nothing wrong with that. Even though the first thing out of my mouth when I saw them was, I have an 8 o'clock live stream. Oh my God. I had to drive through freaking Michigan construction on an empty stomach because I had to leave. Because I could not order food, get food, eat food, pay for food, and get home in under an hour. feel like I lost you off. Wait, you still there?
I'm still here. I'm just considering what to say about your family drama.
They just don't understand timing at all. Okay, so do I buy the holy water?
Do you have spare hearts?
I have spare hearts.
You might as well. Just
How do
to
I get
avoid
a white crystal?
Well, buy the white crystal first, because that is also in there somewhere, and that costs the same.
I don't see it anywhere, man. I don't see a place to shop that I have not already shopped at.
Stand by. Oh, by the way, equip the white crystal to see an invisible floating platform that you can jump on and ride to the top. That is apparently why you're hit the dead end. Stand by. Yeah, it's one of the NPCs.
Oh.
Walking around in the town. You have to talk with him, and he'll say, "Buy a white crystal." Also, don't trade it in for the blue crystal, because you'll be trading it in at some point for the blue crystal in Algebra later on, but you need it to use it first to find the hidden platform in the first room of the Berkeley Mansion so you can clear that lever.
Oh, that's why I was stuck there. That makes sense.
Rumor. A flame is on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. Dennis. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros. A magic potion will destroy the wall of evil.
Okay, it's really weird for you to be reading 30 seconds in the past.
These are the ghosts of your past. They're haunting you, Simon.
Oh wow, that's funny. One of the NPCs literally says the first thing to do is buy a white crystal, but he won't sell it to me.
Hey, you gotta find them. It's one of them in here. Don't you feel better that if you just read the dialogue, you would have had an idea of what the hell to do?
Well, I'm so used to modern games where the people in town are literally useless.
I mean, that's just, modern games being realistic, James.
Okay, so now I have...
He's offering bum deals.
Okay, so
You're
I
into that
have
sort of
the
thing.
white crystal now, so I'm going back to the first mansion.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can beat that before I need to go to bed tonight. Oh, by the way, the next book after Young that I'm going to be reading is The Long Moonlight by Razorfist, which I've been thoroughly warned is not very good, unfortunately.
That's ridiculous. It has to be good. Razorfist is popular.
I want to respect it, because he actually says he wrote the book for himself, and the only reason it's published was a publishing company said, you could wrap a turd in tinfoil and sell it to the Queen of England. Like, let's do this. So
because of his audience, I assume?
Basically his fanfic. Because he was like, it'll make money. I respect that.
There is a significant amount of published fanfiction out there, so you can't be too mad.
I don't understand why I can't do that jump.
To published fanfiction?
No, you'll see it in 30 seconds.
You're doing pretty well so far.
Well, yeah, I'm like actually getting better at this.
Oh, hey, there you go. Oh, by the way, do you have your white crystal equipped?
Don't know.
I think probably go into your...
Well, let me get to the mansion
yeah,
first.
Well, hang on for a second. Alright. You need to equip it probably as an item.
let me get to the mansion where I won't be actively attacked.
Wrangler says get good.
I
so
believe
you're
it
already,
is equipped.
You are literally being actively attacked right now by chat.
That's just helpful advice.
I think it's really unhelpful advice because it doesn't tell you how to do it. It's along the lines of, have you tried sucking less? Yes, I've tried sucking less. I'm really bad at not sucking. I'm pretty sure that might be the your invisible platform. Did you see that before? Was that there before?
That was not there before.
Well, there you go. You have that means your white crystal is already equipped. You are on your way. You just got to kill that knight, that black knight, if you were. It's going to try and make you reach Starship.
That. Dude, I do not want that to be some form of channel lore.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, no, I don't want that to be a joke.
All right, fine. We'll have to come up with some new channel lore then.
Cheesecake win. Let's make that the channel lore.
Cheesecake win.
What is this lag? Holy shit.
Well, you know,
I actually just died to lag. I don't understand.
Wrangler says he was getting better and I was shouting it as encouragement. I don't know, Wrangler. You've lied to me before.
Ooh, fake wall. Or did I just glitch? I don't know if that's a fake wall or if I glitch.
One of them fake gamer walls.
I stuck now.
So, speaking of modern day games, as you did a little bit ago. Oh yeah, do you have the holy water?
I do.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so I think that reveals the your secret door there. But yeah, try chucking it at the dead end there.
Nothing.
Can you use it at all?
Yeah, I chucked it.
Oh, right, I'm 30 seconds into the past, I forget.
I tried drowning myself. Despite what Zoomers would say, that is not the solution.
No, well, yeah, well, you forgot something, the critical part of the Zoomer. You have to drown yourself with Tide Pods.
Outdated meme, bro. Yeah, for some reason this is just like, there's nothing here as far as I can tell. I don't know what to do.
I think you're supposed to, like, well. Alright, we'll just go up the stairs then. I'm not sure. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me see what I can find. Otacon, I've infiltrated the mansion. What do I do? Snake, there's a hidden door that you have to throw holy water at to reveal. But there's so many dead ends. Where do I go? Alright.
There is nothing that holy water does here.
You can head left down here to the entrance area if you use your holy water to find breaks in the walls. Holy water, da-da-da-da-da. The holy water can destroy certain stone blocks that can reveal openings or items in various areas throughout the game, and for this reason is necessary to help you clear each mansion. Unlike other sub-weapons, the holy water does not cost anything to use. You can spam it to your heart's content.
Okay, good. I was wondering about that. There doesn't seem to be anything here. I'm just leaving. If the holy water is optional, then these rewards are optional. But my jumping skills are inadequate.
Okay, so the path split forces you to go up or down. There is no point in going downwards because there's nothing down there but monsters. Yep, that is where you went. So you'll be looking for slimes. Apparently there's a hint book somewhere in there. Yeah, so If you find a dead end after some spike pits, throw holy water at the wall, and you should find a hint book there.
Oh, I did not get a hint book.
But I should know.
Maybe that's a different area.
I cannot see where you're at right now.
Falling through secret holes. And being forced to continue.
Would that be a good sequel to My Secret Garden, My Secret Hole? Would that sell in the modern day, you think? Garden. I actually can't remember anything about it anyway. Alright, so...
Going up top now.
Yep. Apparently the hint book doesn't actually tell you anything useful anyway, so that is purely optional. Oh, except apparently you will find a man in between some spiked pits eventually, and you must buy an oak stake from him. Otherwise, you'll die later.
Okay.
But I don't think it kicks you out, so you can, if you already went past him, you can probably go back. You have 50 hearts, I assume.
Oh, I found it. It's just telling me... It's literally just telling me to get the stake.
Spike pits, looks like you're in the general area. Oh, nope. Well, hang on. Go, yeah. Oh. That's what you were talking about. This is getting kind of silly. You want to pause the game for a minute and redo the Discord thing?
I don't need to pause the game, I'm just here.
The more we know, the less we blow.
Got it now?
Stand by. Oh. Where is the... There we go.
Dude, I am smacking my skull on everything right now.
I can see that. Ironically enough, this looks way cleaner than the version YouTube is getting.
Dude, there's something wrong with my OBS encoder, I think. It's like downscaling to me. Like, I think I'm recording at too low settings or something.
It could be. I remember, it's a frequently... Encoder problems are a frequently asked question, so, that might be worth a Google search. That's the guy you want to talk to down there. You need to buy his wood.
Old man wood, got it. I hope I have enough hearts.
You gotta love that Simon Belmont manly strut. Look at that. You probably have to go down. You have to go down to buy his wood. Oh boy.
Invest in an oak
Invest in an
steak?
oak steak. For shits and giggles, there's a secret door at that little dead end, I think, if you want to throw holy water at it. It's just there to taunt you. There you go. We destroy the cut!
You mind pulling that up in the game fact?
No, we don't need to know that. We're fine. Dear, maybe you should stop and pull up. No, I know where I'm going in this cursed mansion. It says, destroy the curse to something Graham's mansion. Hang on. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Where the fuck did it go? Stand by. Oh yeah, just a little bit of Konami English for you. Destroy the cruise and you'll rule Bram's mansion. Pretty sure it's supposed to be curse.
Probably.
Destroy the cruise. I don't know, maybe the vampires just hated Mexicans. Destroy the cruz and you'll rule the mansion. Whoa! Oof. That is a,
Oh my god, I'm back here? Oh my god, that's painful. Dude, that's like fucking Bennett Foddy right there.
You know, before this, I was thinking, maybe I'll play Simon's Quest. And now I'm watching this, and I'm thinking, on second thought, let's not play Simon's Quest. It is a silly game.
How many people are watching right now? Check in with chat, please.
There are 5 people watching right now.
5 people.
But there are... Welcome to your doom. Hey, maybe that could be the thing. You could play all these old NES games, and I'll play a bunch of old Sega games, and we'll see who loses their mind first.
It'll probably be you. Do that. I have very high mental distance. Like, I actually had fun last week. So, checkmate.
You haven't even seen how I game yet. At least not with these old
I've played Left 4 Dead 2 with you. I've seen.
Hey, I was
it wanting.
Yo, I was asleep on my feet on that time. That doesn't count.
Good evening, trusty sidekick. As I am getting my ass beat like a drum by Simon's Quest.
Good evening, he says. And he's so happy to scare you to death.
Alright, no more of that.
They're playing a Castlevania game.
And?
And you expect there not to be horrible vampire impressions?
Oh
Whoa! Oh!
How did I forget it was right there?
Ayo. Ayo. At least they're relatively merciful and start you off, like, right next to the pit.
I still have the steak.
There is some level of mercy, it seems. It's just, you kind of need to not die for the first bit of the game.
Stop rubbing the cord. Do not jerk off your microphone cable, please. How are you doing, trusty sidekick?
He says, one right crystal. Ah.
Oh my god, he actually knows this game.
Yep.
This is my first time playing it, so I don't know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing.
They suffering, I won't laugh. Oh my god.
I mean, the important thing here to take away, James, is that you are being very true to your brand. You promised people they would see you suffer in the title of this video, and you were completely truthful.
I need more alcohol.
You have their best interest at heart, so you're establishing credibility, a rapport with the community. We have Broomhandle. He hasn't even checked to see if his copy of the game works.
Work
Trusty
is
says
a nuanced judgment. I'm not sure I would call my copy work, considering it's almost impossible to play it on keyboard.
I thought you were using a controller.
I have to use a controller.
I should get a controller.
I've got a lurker coming out of the woods.
Yep, Trusty Psychic's been lurking. He's been the pair of eyes in the darkness. Red against the shadow.
Okay, so it's like it's one of these is fake. I think it was that. I think I cleared the trap for the first time.
Good news. This is about
shiny orb.
You need to use the stake. Because the orb is supposed to be as hard or something dumb like that. There you go. You now possess Dracula's rib. You process it. It's a processed rib. None of that natural shit here.
Alright, it only took an hour and 42 minutes, but I beat the first dungeon. Can you believe it? Do I actually just have to backtrack right now?
Yeah!
Oh.
You need to turn 360 degrees and moonwalk away.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that it makes it a bit easier to get out.
Yeah, you see, they were thinking about you the whole time.
Elegant game design.
Oh, speaking of which, I meant to say this earlier. So, Konami is remaking Silent Hill 2, as you probably well know.
Did that already come out?
No, but things continue to.
Oh, I'm thinking Resident Evil. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I still haven't tried that. I don't know why the hell they did that. No, I do know why.
I've never played a Resident Evil.
What the? You need to play those, my friend. They're good. It's good shit. I have like 1 through 8 on Steam. Granted, you're not going to be able to find the original PC versions, but the remakes will do if you've never played anything.
How about you play them and I'll co-host on your Twitch channel? Which, by the way, everyone, Authors Play's Twitch channel is linked in the description under the book club. You should all join the book club if you haven't already.
Yes, and you should all join my channel too, even if you never watch it. I just need more followers. Please, please, oh god. What am I doing with my life?
Have I gained a single subscriber tonight, King Chuck?
Yes, I can, and no, you haven't, unless Trusty or Broom wants to hit that button. Maybe. Want to hit that
Yeah, guys,
button?
I'm trying to hit the big 200.
Come on, guys. This can't have all been for nothing. You watched him writhe and scream. I guess it was for nothing. Someone just left immediately after we said that. Trusty says...
my consecutive viewers are higher than ever, according to analytics.
I'm just going by what the front page says. Also, Trusty says he wants his baby Drac ribs. He wants his baby...
They're all mine. They're giving me extra health.
What are you putting on those baby Drac ribs? Baby Ray's sweet sauce.
Oh, good man. Already subscribed. But did you hit the like button?
I mean, in fairness, he is Trusty Sidekick. He's been pretty trusty.
On daytime. Let me go shopping. Thank you, game.
I'll change it today. Stop complaining. That's where you just went.
This not Elba?
You look. You look pale, my. Just keep cutting them off.
Aw, no. The traders still haven't shown up here, even though I cleared the one dungeon?
He's got to be somewhere.
I'm
assuming you mean for the... You mean for the chain whip?
I want the chain
yeah.
whip.
Stand by.
I'm gonna check the other town, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like...
Oh, by the way, can I count you in for when I start doing one-shots of Paranoia?
Sure.
That's something I'm gonna do when the channel's a bit bigger, maybe when I have more people to draw on for pickup games.
Okay, so apparently... Hang on for a second. You did go right. Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what? The directions on this are subpar. I'm going to call upon the awesome power of Google and just type in Simon's Quest map.
Sounds good.
Oh shit, there actually is an in-game map. It came with the, it's like a physical map. It's not in the game. They expect you to refer to it. That explains a bit. A bit. Good lord, that is a lot of pop-ups. Go to work, ad blocker. Good. Oof. Alright, you know what? Let's, is this all one image? Can I just save this and go? That is six pop-ups. I'm getting a little iffy.
Can I trade the white crystal now?
Yes, you can, because
it only had the one use.
Correct. Okay, so... Huh.
You have to be fucking kidding me!
Okay, so the
screw
chain whip trader is in the town of Veros. He is in the, What the hell?
Dude, I am not losing 200 hearts because I slipped off and hit a fucking spider web. Fuck that.
So you're not gonna like this. You know how that one room has no one in it?
Yeah?
That's because the trader isn't shown on screen. You have to talk to Thin Air, and then he'll sell you stuff.
So I was in the right place?
Yes.
Why?
Cue that clip of Poseidon going, "I want you to suffer."
Hey?
Okay, yeah, just, yeah, you know where you're going at this point.
Hag!
Just for shits and giggles.
How about giggles and shit?
I mean, that sounds like a bunch of those military MRE stories. Okay, well, sit here and
Farm.
grind out hearts for a bit. Just dance. You can dance if you want to. You can leave those zombies
Don't give me
behind.
copyright strike, man. Your singing is...
Well, now I know you're lying. Don't try to bullshit the bullshitter, Craig. You can't win. Awesome detective skills.
You watch seasonal anime?
Depends on the season.
This season, alright.
No, because my Crunchyroll subscription went away. The last thing I saw.
Good shit out this season.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's the reboot of Rurouni Kenshin.
I didn't even know it had a reboot. The last thing I watched was the Mega Man spin-off. I think I got up to episode
that was so
5 or
good.
6. Well, don't spoil it, because once I get my damn thing fixed, it's probably going to be the first thing I watch. I still remember
Spoilers,
you were
she ends up in Cosmo's party.
Yeah, spoilers. Alright, theoretically, there's a way in here to talk to the trader. Let's see. Wait a minute.
You lie to me?
I don't think I did. It says inside town of Veros. See if there's... Alright, hang on for a minute.
Well, there are 2 empty rooms.
Other than that, try going back to the church and seeing if there's, like, other rooms in there. Oh! Oh, no, go back. There's a hidden passage. You gotta holy water it.
I tried.
It's
Is it
a
the
very
left or the right room that has the
it's
hidden
the
stuff?
it's the floor. It's not
Was
on
it
a
the
wall.
left or the right?
Right. Go back to where you were. It's that. Not this one. Well, hang on for a minute. There might be something here too. Let me. Stop giving me pop-ups. Holy water the back of that. Yeah, there you go. That's not the chain whip, but there might be something cool in there. Matt, you found my secret room. Do you want to buy a dagger?
I'll buy a dagger. Dude, this holy water mechanic is obnoxious.
It is accurate, though. I remember when I was an altar boy, I accidentally spilled some of the holy water, and it melted right through the floor of the church and exposed an ancient vampire tomb.
I don't think that was holy water.
There you go. See, I didn't lie to you. I just used marketing strategy. There you go. No, I don't want to sell you the whip. Fine. Want to buy the chain whip? Taking it out of here, you kid.
I had just enough.
Oh, you're back down to 6.
And with that, I have been streaming for 2 hours, having some fun, losing my mind. How do I get out? I don't... What? Excuse me. Game.
Oh, no. So the other 3 blocks to the right are also false. I'm not sure if... Okay, you can. All right, cool. I was about to say, for a minute there, it looked like the holy water would not be able to reach them. At which point, oh, you only did 1 block, huh? Well, I guess you're trapped here forever with me.
Okay. So, and for those of you who stuck around this long, spoilers or marketing, I'm going to be releasing the trailer for my upcoming book as soon as Amazon loads the metadata, because it currently thinks that my paperback has no cover. Just lovely. But as soon as that exists, I can actually start sharing the link. Bastion Blackstone Book 2 will be for sale. It's not vampire related. It's cyberpunk stuff, but hey.
You can probably find a way to sneak vampires
I
into
already
that
snuck
shit.
zombies in and demons.
I wasn't going to bring those up, but yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I mean, hell, you could even like make it like technology based.
Weren't you
Some
in
sort
that
of
discussion we were having about what if just rich people were injecting themselves with the blood of the young to extend their lives?
That's just ridiculous. I can't see that ever happening.
And cloning people to have spare organs so that they can evade cancer.
Listen, cloning is just made up. It is no scientific basis, and you need to learn to not be into such a fringe science, my friend.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll be here again next week. I don't know who's going to be on. It might be a insane schizophrenic who believes the Earth is flat. It might be an artist. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out in the next week.
Yeah, neither of those are me, so I guess I'm gone.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot seat. That's one of the things I do want to do. Like, this is just kind of a chill hangout. And people like last week's Try Detect need to start exposing themselves to the anxiety-ridden nightmare that is being in public.
Hey, YouTube's gonna take you down if you keep talking like that.
What'd I say?
We don't want Trident exposing himself. This isn't
And
only
with that, I'm ending the stream. Holy shit. Good night. I'm exhausted. I'm probably not going to stream this late again if I can help it. At least not on a work.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I had fun. As I said, if you care to, go ahead and shoot me a follow on Twitch. I'm still getting stuff together, but there will be stuff there eventually. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great night. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for co-hosting.
No problem, man. I was happy to do it.
I'll probably be back on your Twitch channel if we ever get live bodies for Left 4 Dead.
Sounds like a plan.
Peace.
Peace.